What's up, everybody? Great2G here, and today we're talking about reforging and upgrading your items in Diablo Immortal. Before we get started, though, I say this every time. Just subscribe and like, and all, you know what to do. Just please. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Anyway, let's get started here. Reforging and upgrading. So upgrading is something you should be looking at and doing pretty much the whole time you're leveling. I think you unlock it probably around like level 10 or 15 or something like that. Reforging, you actually don't get access to this until you get an item up to rank 6, I believe. Yeah, rank 6. I'm pretty sure it's rank 6. And yeah, first let's start with upgrading. So upgrading your items. First of all, the best way to do this is actually going one by one, just one by one, because there's really no difference depending on the slot or anything like that. You get the same amount of stats. See, a level 6 item on a weapon is basically the same amount of stats as this. Yeah, some of the stats are a bit different. I do tend to focus the ones with fortitude, because I think fortitude is the best stat in the game. So these 3 slots right here, your shoulders, your legs, and your chest all give fortitude. And then your gloves, belt, and boots all give fortitude as well. So I do try to focus those ones a little bit. By the way, the max rank you can upgrade a yellow item is rank 5. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any legendary or any higher grade items for the secondary slots. So yeah, all these secondary slots, the max you can get to is 5, and there is no reforging available for those. But yeah, for the most part, just kind of upgrade evenly. Don't try to focus on one thing too much, because as you see, as you upgrade here, so I could upgrade this from 6 to 7. It costs 300 scrap. Let's talk about what is required to upgrade these at first. Okay, so you're gonna need scrap. You get these from gray items and blue items. Gray items give 1 scrap. Blue items give 3 scrap. Yellow items give no scrap. Yellow items only give enchanted dust. Enchanted dust is like the huge bottleneck, at least in the alpha version right now, of what you need to upgrade these items. So you see here I have lots of scrap, but I am hurting on dust. So yeah, that's my life right now. And dust you also can get not just from salvaging yellow items. You can also get it from chests, like chests in the world. They do drop just straight dust sometimes, and I believe that's it pretty much. Yeah, just farming chests and stuff out in events and stuff out in the open world. Not every chest, not like normal chests either. They have to be special, like event chests and stuff like that. And then you get some dust from those. And then there's glowing shards, which you get from salvaging legendary items. That's as it is right now in the alpha. Legendaries aren't extremely rare, so getting shards hasn't been a problem, at least for me up until now. And then yeah, then you require that stuff to upgrade your gear, and you only require the dust if it's yellow or above. I think it's only from like rank 5 and above that you start really requiring dust. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, as you can see here, every level gets a lot more expensive on the dust and the scrap thing. That's why you kind of want to just do it evenly, because the stats from like level 7 to 8, it's even every time. It's the same amount of stats every single time. So no reason to like just pump all your upgrades into one item. It's absolutely no point in doing that. All right, so let's get to the reforging part of this then. So reforging, once you get to rank 6, you get a 3rd stat. So up until rank 5, you'll only be getting these stats. At rank 6, you can get a 3rd stat, which you can re-roll or reforge, however you want to call it. And so if we go to the reforge thing here, we can take a look at that. So I could reforge this, which requires a Reforge Stone. Okay, so the trick to reforging, and at first this is not really an issue at all, because you don't actually, it doesn't really matter. Because, okay, the trick to reforging is you want to get 3 of the same family. What are the families? Let me go back to the last page, view family bonuses. So at first, at least I thought, and I think a lot of people will probably think what a family is probably the stat. You might think you need to get 3 fortitude rolls, but that is 100% not the case. The families have to do with these icons. So you see here, I have a lightning bolt icon. I have sort of an arcane blast icon on this one, a couple other lightning bolts. And one thing that I also thought is that, okay, so I just need 3 of the same family. So I thought, okay, I got 1 on this one, 1 on this one, 1 on this one, so I should get the family bonus. But no, that is also not the case. You actually have to get 3 on the same item. So, yeah, starting out, you're not going to be too much worried about these families at all. You just kind of want to reroll and get some good stats, because as you can see, these are also random. So I have a couple 16 rolls. I think 16 is the highest. There's a 12 roll, 15, 10, 12. So these rolls can also be very random in the amount of stats that they give you. So there are, I believe, 6 different families. We have Wildfire, Tremor, Jolt, Vengeance, Barrier, and Ravager. And so once you get 3 of the same icon on the same item, which, by the way, requires you to have that item at rank 16, then you could have a 1% chance to summon a Fireball Spitting Hydra, for example, or a 1% chance for Tremor to stun all nearby enemies and deal some decent damage, or for Jolt, 1% chance to immobilize your attacker when attacked. Vengeance, you have a 1% chance to increase all damage you deal by 100% for 1 second. Barrier, 1% chance when attacked to gain an absorption shield for 6 seconds. And Ravager, 1% chance when you kill an enemy to make the corpse explode, damaging all nearby enemies. So Leviathan, he actually ranked up, I believe, 2 items to rank 16 already, just to test this out. And he went with Wildfire, and he said the Hydra is pretty freaking sick. But yeah, the chances are very, very slim for this to happen. He said he has 2 items that have Wildfire on it, but the chance is still 1%. But he said the Hydra itself was actually more powerful after having 2 items with 3 Wildfire rolls on it. So that's something interesting. There's no way that we're going to be able to test all this in alpha, and yeah, we're just lucky that Leviathan actually, focused on 1 or 2 items to get to rank 16 just to test this out. But yeah, it's kind of interesting, very, very interesting. I mean, 1% chance isn't in Diablo. 1% isn't actually that bad. I mean, you do so many attacks per second. You're getting attacked constantly. You're attacking constantly. You're attacking very many enemies at the same time. So even though it's only 1% and it sounds like that's going to be rare as hell, it's actually pretty common, especially when you're hitting like 20, 30 mobs at the same time. Anyway, yeah. So those are all the different bonuses. You just have to stack up 3 icons of the same family on the same item to get those bonuses. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's hard to say which of these will actually be the most beneficial. 1% chance to increase all damage you deal by 100% for 1 second. From the way that sounds about the Hydra, like, I feel like the Hydra is amazing. Like Leviathan saying the Hydra lasts for quite a while and does some pretty hefty damage and is really, really tanky. So Vengeance set sounds pretty crappy, to be honest. Tremor set, that's probably pretty nice if you're like a PvPer, like mainly PvPer. Jolt set, I guess that's another PvPer thing. I guess this Tremor set would be more for like melee PvPers, and Jolt for ranged PvPers. Barrier, I mean, this could be for anything, anybody, for any type of content. And Ravager, this would be, I guess, basically just for doing rifts for the most part, though it would, because it'd be basically useless against bosses though. Yeah, Ravager would be, I guess, I don't know, it depends how much damage this does, because it doesn't really say how much damage it does. But yeah, those are all the family bonuses. I'm kind of babbling about this at this point, but that's pretty much it. So, but there's a couple of other things actually to this. So as we saw in the Reforge Stones, there's normal Reforge Stones, which will give you completely random stats, but there is a pay-to-win element to this. You can actually buy specific stones. You could buy wildfire stones, and you get a guaranteed wildfire stat. Like this, the stat itself. So there's a lot of different stats you can get here. I wish there was a list, but like it's not just your normal primary stats. You can also get stuff like 1% attack speed and that sort of thing. There's lots of different attributes you can actually get on these as well. I wish there was a list, but I'm pretty sure basically any sort of attribute that you can actually get. Oh yeah, there's I've seen cheat death. You can get cheat death on here as well. But yeah, it's gonna take a while for us to compile a list of all possible things. I think it's basically all possible attributes in the game. Just the normal primary ones are the most common ones. But yeah, you can actually buy specific stones for the families. I don't know. I feel like actually it might be best just to use normal Reforge Stones, at least at first, just to try to get the better attributes. I don't know, because I mean these family bonuses seem pretty nice, but what are the chances you're going to get a family bonus and with decent attributes? Like maybe you want to stack some cheat death or attack speed or something like that. Seems like it's going to be pretty rare to actually get both of those. So yeah, there's the pay to win element to this, because you can go over here to the Reforge Stone vendor and basically use the pay to win currency, the premium currency to buy these stones here. You know what? Let's do a couple just so I can show you guys like what the different possible rolls are for these. Let me just grab a bunch of actually barrier. Let me go with barrier. I feel like barrier is gonna be. I'm pretty sure my character is gonna get deleted, but let's just go with 5 of these and do a bit of reforging.
Hi there. It's good to
just to see what we can get for rolls. So what was my 12? There's a 12-point roll there. We'll go ahead and reforge that. Life increase 1.5% versus 12 willpower. So you can actually opt to keep your original attribute if you want. I'm gonna opt to. Actually, I'm gonna take the new one because it's the barrier. Let's go ahead and look at another piece. 10 willpower. Okay, let's reforge this. 14 fortitude. Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, I want to see more crazy different types of stats though. Let's move on. 12 vitality. Let's reforge that. 8 willpower. Come on, dude. So yeah, these main stats, willpower and stuff like that, are pretty common. Seems like life increased is actually pretty common as well. Come on, give me something cool. Oh, man. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like, I just spent basically a lot of premium currency for a bunch of crappy stats just to get some barrier on there. Like, I don't know. I feel like the family bonuses aren't worth that much. I feel like you might want to actually just go with normal Reforged Stones just to, go for attributes rather than family bonuses. But yeah, who knows? It's going to take a really long time before we actually figure out how to min-max the Reforge system. And yeah, that's basically it for the upgrade and reforging. Hope you guys liked the video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. The next one. Peace out. GG's. Follow me on twitch.tv/Greg2G and twitter.com/Greg2G. And hopefully we'll see you live on my live streams. Peace.